standing around in like a semicircle of a that's the word that first comes to your mind, a totem. Basically you see not very high, like big one, but it definitely, this is like a sort of totem-esque creation made of bone, wood, just elements that can be found in a forest. And there are also like some patches of ripped off animal skin and fur just hanging in some several places. And with a 9, you do notice that portions of their clothes and hands are dirty with dirt and blood, dried blood. And they all seem to be standing around, and you realize with that roll that they are chanting something.
Possible hostiles. Should I open fire?
Are they firing at you?
No, they seem to be chanting.
Chanting. Remember the rules of engagement is do not fire unless fired upon. Or unless or in immediate danger. Do we have any form of binoculars or...
Yeah,
I do, at least.
I believe that was a part of the equipment that you have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the question is like, do you try to, like, what do you do with them? Like, do you try to like sneakily approach them and try to apprehend them, or?
First off, I'm going to order the squad to stealthily surround them. In case they try to run away, or if they're hostile, make sure we got the flank ready.
Understood. Copy. Yeah, sure. Oh boy. And you can make me a lead skill check, and this will basically to see how well they can execute this command. I'm not gonna roll for each and every one of them. I'm not gonna roll for their stealth checks, but
12.
yeah, that's. I mean, I will be rolling for perception for notice for these cultists, but yeah, 12 is like a really good result. So yeah, your squad starts to spread out to perform an encirclement. What else?
In that case, I would radio back to the other squad that we made that we made visual contact with a seemingly bunch of cultists hunched over some effigy and singing praises.
Effigy, that's the fucking word I was looking for. Copy. Wait one.
Understood.
And there's like this moment of Silence. Actually, I need to roll, and they are focused. So. Okay, 9. That was their notice. So while they are not able to spot the rest of the squad that's spreading out, we'll get to that point. Unless, well, I did say that I will call out for rolls if needed, so I might be nice and allow you, Zach, to make a sneak dex, and we'll treat that one as a proper result. Because right now they are still like winning by 1, so. Okay. Not anymore.
Again, Frederick's ability to sneak in power armor is noted.
Yep.
It's like, I want you guys to sneak around them. Roger. And then Friedrich just like steps behind a tree and he's gone.
Yeah, I was never
Oh,
really there.
he just rips out a tree, a big tree, and basically walks over closer and hides behind it.
Okay. So the radio, after like a moment of silence, attempt to contact them, apprehend them if they apprehend or disable them if they prove hostile. We are getting reports from other groups in different sections of the perimeter. We are getting other reports from the AO that of a similarly weird occurrences happening. Proceed with the mission. Second wave is still holding the landing zones.
First wave is moving to apprehend.
Okay.
In that case, Jackie would allow. You know, it's kind of mean to have Frederick's sneak check go unmade, but he would try ask Frederick to approach them, since he's the one with the power armor, and they are not sure if they are armed or not.
As you will be getting closer, that's actually another detail that you will notice. That they are in fact armed with like makeshift not makeshift, but some of them have like, you know, kitchen knives, like an axe, like mostly primitive weapons, like tech level 3 stuff. But let me double check. Yeah, but they also have like short ranged, so basically like sidearms, like tech level 3. You know, pistols and whatnot. They do not have any like, you know, long weaponry like shotguns or rifles. At least not this group doesn't. And as you're getting closer, before you make yourself known, I guess, Frederick, you can hear the chanting. And it's like weird because they're like this staring at this effigy, and you see that it's also like at the center of it there is like blood, and there's like this horribly mutilated, like slaughtered animal, like large animal that's been like parts of it had been like ripped, like the skin has been. It wasn't like cleanly skin. It was like ripped apart. Some of the bones are broken. Like this animal has been like butchered. It's not been hunted. It's been butchered, and they all like they stand still, and their eyes are like slightly glazed, and they stare at this effigy, and they all mutter, "Unity in flesh, unity in flesh. Bless the dead flesh. Bless the undying. Bless the unity. The offering of blood."
Yeah. As I get closer, I'll just kind of call out terms like, identify yourselves.
There is this moment as they all like get quiet, and they all at the same time, still standing in place, they turn around, but they do that in like the least motion. So if somebody can look at you by just turning their head, they do that. And if somebody has to like slightly turn their body to look at you, they do that. But at this point, like all the focus of these 6 weird people are on Frederick. And
Hey, at
there's
least
this like
the
bit of silence. There's no immediate response to your call out. Sarge, should we move in? One of the squad members calls out on the radio to Nguyen.
If they make any aggressive movements, move to upper hand.
Understood. Getting closer. And after like this bit of silence passes, and their expressions they're not like smiling or like grinning in like bloodthirsty savage. The expressions are like dull, almost neutral, like their minds are not completely here.
I'm just glad none of them did that shining thing, like only the head turns like 180 degrees to look at me.
I was thinking about that, but I need to save some of the tricks for later. And then all at once, as before, their voices speak. Intruders hate the intruders. Sacrifices have to be made. Fuel for unity, fuel for blood. Bless the blood. And then the voices start getting slightly higher.
Boss, I think they're talking about sacrificing me.
The sacrifices. The unity demands sacrifices. And at this point, they are starting to... 2 things happen. They are starting to reach for their weapons, and from a different, far away section of the forest, like in the area of operations, you hear faint echo of gunshots.
You also hear faint echo of a gunshot from in front of you as I hair trigger one of them.
I mean, you don't have to, because A, they are lesser foes, and 2, you are warriors, so you automatically win initiative. Actually, wait, I mean, probably you can still do that, because that gives you additional
Yeah, it's
attack.
just at the start of combat.
Yeah,
no matter what.
That gives you additional attack in itself, the way it's written.
So there's 18 damage as I warning shot one of them in the face.
Okay, they would be like... Yeah, so you warning shot, basically it turns one of these guys' heads into a chunky salsa.
I was giving the guy next to him a warning shot.
As the bullet from... Actually, wait, because I forget we are using the heroic damage, but still they are like 1 hit dice, so that would translate... other variant, so 8 translates into 3 points. Oh wait, then 10, 12... Yeah, because the modifiers you add only to 1 dice, so that's 10, 12, 13. So that's 5 points, and then 5 is 2 points. So yeah, 7 points of damage to 1 hit die enemy means that, yeah, his entire like neck and head just explode in a shower of gore as the mag bullet just rips through his flesh, and there's like this like geyser explosion of blood. Yeah, Freydie, that's on your turn. That's not on the hair trigger.
I forgot we weren't going yet. I'm used to attack roll for 8 eyes. Like, wait, I can do other things now too.
Yeah. And I also forgot that if it makes sense in fiction, and I forgot about that I think last scenario, that if your Freydie kills an enemy and you can use the, for example, like 8, that already like it's enough to kill 1 guy, but if you calculate that and it would be able to kill the another one, like the overflow damage, it can pass on to another enemy, if it makes sense. Like if you fire a shotgun in a corridor and there are 2 guys next to you, like technically speaking 1 Freydie attacks like 1 target, but if that target dies and there's still some damage left to use, then you can, it applies to like another enemy. Okay, Sergeant Jackie, you just saw as the like, saw and heard gunshots from other sections of the AO, and like Frederick that's just killed one of these weird people on the spot as they started reaching for their weapons. And I would say that because they started getting louder, you also heard the few last sentences, you know, speaking about sacrifice and whatnot.
Alright. Permission to engage. Shoot to disable. As he aims a no, wait,
that's one dead. Unless Zach, you specifically fired non-lethally, but I didn't get that feeling. As you said, you fired him in the face. You shot him in the face.
To be fair, he is still technically also disabled.
Yes, permanently.
Exactly.
As he aims his plasma projector onto the legs of one of the other cultists. So,
okay.
Just waiting for the roll to show up. I don't know why the Roll20 decides to slow down my rolls sometimes.
I mean,
but
I think
a
it's
24
just...
to attack.
Yeah, 24 definitely hits, and technically speaking, because we are trying to disable them, as we are using the normal move actions, but we can still use the homebrewed main actions. So instead of dealing damage, you can decide for go auto success crippling disabling strike, which I think this is what you are aiming for here.
Yes.
And as you described, then you basically the bullet strikes the target in the leg, and obviously it also, like, you know, there's also like a spray of blood as the muscle is torn, bones are the bone is shattered, and the target you know, getting suddenly injured, falls forward, dropping their weapons, and you realize, probably your mind registers this after a second, they do not scream in pain. which is also something weird because yeah, getting shot like that should be an immense amount, could cause an immense amount of pain. And they are not screaming in pain. They are still like chanting, like sacrifices for unity. Offer your blood. And this is your turn, so you still have Frey die.
Alright, where's the Frey die? Eight.
Alright. Oh yeah, by default the warriors have D10 Frey die, right? Or am I misremembering?
8. Mine's D10.
Yeah, because you took improved Frey die.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So D8 then. 7.
Okay. 7 translates to... 3 points. So that's also enough to... Actually, the way they are... Okay, because you are firing with plasma projector, I'm gonna say in this case they are not that tightly packed, so I'm gonna say the damage cannot overflow in this particular case to another target. So that Frey die is enough to disable another target, which means there are 3 left. And now it's your regular turn, Frederick. Because you did the hair attack before. Okay, are you still firing to kill, or do you want to deal damage, or do you want to do the crippling disabling strike? Auto success crippling disabling strike, just like Simon did before, just beforehand.
I will do that. And then I will reroll my Frey die, because that is only fair.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. And that translates into 4 points. I mean, the Frey die translates into 4 points. That's 6, 8, 9. That's also 4 points. Okay. With the regular attack, how do you disable the guy that you shot with your regular attack? Also kneecap or something else?
Kneecap, but mag rifle, probably his lower leg and half of his upper leg is gone, and maybe part of his other leg.
Yeah, and I forgot that. Jackie shot with plasma projector, so there's this like sizzling sound of like burning flesh turning into like charcoal as it burned by plasma.
It's like we're effectively shooting civilians with tech level 4 weapons.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think they're gonna survive disabling shots.
I mean, they might.
I don't think a normal civilian would survive a disabling shot. How about that?
I mean, mechanically it is intended that, like, mechanically you do not deal damage per se, it's just, disable them
I
in a way.
understand.
But, yeah, I mean, I know the, like, fluff aspect and circumstances that, yeah, these guys are not armored at all, so they have, like, AC 10, and, as I said, these guys are, like, basically based on martial, like, normal humans, like, example NPCs. Okay, so yeah, and I think, okay, you rolled a fucking 10 on a Frey die, so yeah, I'm gonna say that your attack and Frey die can disable / kill the remaining 2, because you definitely disabled the 1, and 2 remaining can either be disabled or killed with that Frey die.
I just start curving my bullets like I'm in Wanted.
I would say in this case, like because of your position, and you acted so quickly, basically your single bullet from Mac rifle managed to like go through the one target, and then it embedded itself into the second one. So they
That's
were like
fair.
in like a single line of fire, and they're like punk.
Double kill. You hear from the sky above us.
Yeah. Okay, and because this happened also quickly, there's this another bit of silence, and on the radio, this is Squad 3, Alpha Platoon, second wave. We are hearing gunshots. Report, what's going on?
Sorry. The cultists were hostile. We moved to disable them.
Copy that. Any alive? Over.
Just checking over there. I don't think the one who got shot in the face made it.
Yeah, his face doesn't exist alongside the most of his head.
His head and upper neck seem to be missing, sir. I can't
Right.
find them.
Did you at least try to make disable on your second shot?
Yes.
Right.
So
One
we do have
casualty on
forwards there.
on their side. And the rest are disabled.
Obviously, they are injured, but I mean, the action was successful. So, I mean, without any like care, they will die, but it won't happen like that soon.
Yeah. But yeah,
Are they
I
still
will
chanting at
make
me?
sure to staunch the bleeding once we're through.
Yeah, as they were like disabled, there's this like a moment of silence, and obviously like Caspar especially like for people like soldiers' reactions, your squad's reactions like fuck it, like hell, sir, leave something for us. Liz, meanwhile, is like trying to hold and not puke inside his combat field uniform. He's like, oh god, I'm gonna be sick. What the fuck is? Abram is like, it's weird. It's definitely weird. And the cultists, the disabled ones, they were like silent, maybe like you imagine from a shock, but then they are like all at one, they are like still saying the same thing, but they are not, they are getting like quiet, almost like to the point of whispering, and they say, the unity will not be denied, sacrifices will be offered, unity will not be denied, the unworthy flesh will join the dead, and you know, similar gibberish, but they mostly repeat those 3 sentences.
Let's kind of look to Jackie and be like, so they're still chanting.
Well, then secure their weapons and make sure they can't move. Or what would the proper term be? Apprehend them.
I'm pretty sure the 4 that I shot can't move. I don't know about yours, but he looks pretty immobile as well.
Yeah, they are disabled. but they can still speak.
All right.
You know.
So first off, I'm going to radio in and ask if Command knows something about this cult and something they call unity.
Wait one Alpha Squad. And on the like platoon radio, you're hearing that the other squads reporting in no casualties, but they have met similar scenes. Maybe not the effigy, but they are mentioning other like groups of locals that are definitely weird, and they have proven hostile. So like some radio chatter is flowing through. And like there's also one message. Actually, I mean, does any one of you? Wait, maybe I didn't give you that. Need to check your equipment. If you maybe have, if you are given some sort of scanner, survey scanner maybe. So you can make either notice or know or heal check, Jackie. And while Frederick, you can make notice wisdom check. I'm thinking about something else regarding that effigy. Okay, regarding that effigy, you get the feeling that yeah, 6 is. We'll get to that. With a 9, you get a feeling that this effigy is not like they tried to imitate something else. Like they didn't have proper material, so they tried to make like a basically. Give me a moment. Basically something resembling a double helix shaped object, like a double helix shaped totem. That's the feeling you are getting, that they try to like use the materials they had to like craft something similar. While with that check, Jackie, you only like what you get is that your sensor is getting some weird interference, and there's like an error on scanner, and it shows that unknown exotic error detected. And on the radio, like from the other squads, okay, fourth squad to platoon. I'd suggest you guys keep watch on your atmo filters and don't leave your armor suits. Our scanners are picking up some weird, not radiation, like weird substance particles in the air. We'll continue to investigate.
Is it biological?
Unable to determine fully at this point in time. Proceed with caution. Do not leave your suits.
So you should probably report this shrine that they've tried to build here as well.
Understood. As he moves over to describe the effigy toward to the other squad.
Right.
As he orders his men to don their atmo filters.
I mean, it was already like
yeah,
already on, and like armors usually have like their own like the air circulation, so you can like, you know, they have like oxygen tanks and atmo filters to ensure that the air is safe, that you can operate in hazardous terrain. But yeah, as you call it in, after a moment, the command response. Understood. Change of plans. First wave. Wait until third wave arrives at the landing zone. Second wave will join your locations to apprehend the disabled cultists and secure the area. First wave, then you will be able to move directly towards the base. I repeat, direct move when the second wave relieves your position and secures the sites of hostiles. Begin moving towards the base. How copy? Over.
Roger Wilco, 5x5.
Alpha and Bravo platoon. As a general change of plans, they will immediately begin, like as a whole unit, they will begin moving towards the base. Charlie and Delta, we do not have saying that we have confirmed hostiles or something along those lines. You will not focus on searching the wider perimeter. You will deploy close by and secure the immediate vicinity outside the base, secure the settlements, while Alpha and Bravo platoons will venture into the base. Additionally, Cobra Squad is being deployed now. Continue with your mission. Over and out.
Understood. Alpha Squad out.
Alright, so a couple more minutes pass. And their silence falls again. And the third wave arrives. The second wave, the squads from the second wave arrive. The squad from the second wave arrives at your position. There's like slow whistle. Damn, and they are still fucking chanting. Okay, Alpha Squad, Sergeant Nguyen, your people can move out. We will secure the prisoners and join you in a while.
Understood. As he orders the rest of the squad to move out. Before that, he's going to double check to see if how Hasan is holding up.
Yes, he's definitely like freaked out by what he saw, and he's like, fuck.
Need a minute?
I'm not fine, sir, but I don't want to hold you back.
It's
I mean,
alright.
Fucking hell,
Stress is unavoidable in the battlefield. However, keep a cool head, eyes open, stick with your squad, and we'll see this through. You get me?
I get you, sir. Okay, I get you, sir.
Good man.
Yeah, Casper is like, yeah, don't worry, son. You saw how Frederick and Sergeant fucked them up? We didn't even have to lift a finger. Yes, quick, strong, good. And yeah, Abrams is like, strong leaders are good for the squad.
Lead a strong good. But yeah, in that case, we're going to continue our march towards the village, or this side
Towards the base, actually,
Yeah.
because
towards
they
the
said,
base.
they said that you have to like change plans. Go immediately to the base. The other platoons will check the settlement.
All right.
Okay, so because of that, you are able to move, actually stick to the forest and use the cover of that. However, the distances are not that long, so while moving towards the base, if you want to find an observation spot along the way and take a glance at the settlement, you can. You don't have to. We can, if you want to, we can just like move up to the base.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find a good vantage point to scout at least the surrounding area of
Okay.
the site in general.
Yeah. Okay. So notice wisdom check. Actually,
I
question
shall help
before
with
you
that.
roll. But I wanted to ask. Yeah, before you roll, like if somebody is helping, if Frederick's helping.
I am indeed.
Okay, and I remember you do not have that focus that gives +2 instead of +1 when aiding.
I do not.
Okay, so yeah, you get +1 from Frederick, Jackie for your check.
All right.
By the way, a question: how much more time do you have?
About 20 minutes or so.
I am getting tired.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to find a spot that allows you to see like the entrance to the like research facility, and you only like because you like saw the pictures, and obviously because this wasn't exactly like the public place, so you can imagine like this is something similar to what Umbrella did with the mansion. So there's like this slightly abandoned looking house at the base of the mountain that has high walls and whatnot, and it looks empty. There are no signs of struggle or combat and anything like that near the entrance to the base. And when you look at the settlement nearby, and when I say settlement, it's like probably there's like a very like tech level 3 small village that maybe had several hundred people at the very most. It looks
Tech level 3 is modern, right?
yeah modern. Yeah, it's
Just
like
making sure.
our equivalent, like 21st century.
I was making sure.
Yeah, and it looks, you do not see any movement, you do not see people on the streets. However, it definitely gives you a feeling that something happened there. There's like some trash flying around the street, laying about. There's like a basic vehicle or two being like with slightly ajar door and like standing standing still on the street. Some doors and windows are barricaded, and that's pretty much it. And okay,
Are there
I
any
mean,
doors and windows
with
that were barricaded?
what?
Are there any doors and windows that were barricaded but got broken through?
No, you do not see that. I'm not gonna say because you have binoculars and you rolled a 9, so that's enough in terms of difficulty check. You also do notice, you do not see any bodies, but you do notice patches of like dried blood. But from that distance, you are unable to. It's not a matter of skill check; it's a matter of distance. Like You cannot say for sure if this is like a injury wound or like somebody bled out completely. Like it's hard to like be completely sure about the volume of blood. There is some, and that's what pretty much you get for this role. And in terms of information, there are no immediate hostiles being visible to you.
Yeesh. Where's everybody gone? Bingo.
And one of the squad members, maybe James Sands, says, well, these fuckers back then had to come from somewhere. So maybe this is the place, and who knows, maybe the others are hiding in the basement doing this similar shit. I don't know.
I suggest we proceed forward to the facility, as it is our objective.
I mean, you can forward the information you have acquired to the remainder of the platoon, so at least they are aware.
Calling Bravo Wave. We have visual on the both settlement and the the base. Got negative on visual contact on any cult
Hostiles?
members.
Oh god.
Yeah, and negative visuals on the hostiles. We see several barricaded windows and doors in the settlement. As he proceeds to basically describe everything that he sees.
Okay. There's a moment of silence, and Bravo copies. Hold one, and then on the radio voice of First Lieutenant pipes in. Alpha Squad, Sergeant Guyen. This is Lieutenant Sakuro. You are my vanguard. Proceed to the base. Enter immediately. Assess the situation. Other squads will be joining you as soon as possible. The other platoons have their missions as well. And
Solid copy.
And I have made planetfall. The third wave will be joining the action shortly. Over and out.
Solid copy. Moving out.
And as in a combat formation, you are beginning to approach carefully, stealthily, with your weapons in hands and up, the abandoned house that serves as a cover for the entrance towards the processing facility. This is where we can call it for a day.
Alright.
And then next session proper will occur probably as you'll be entering the facility and you'll be seeing the map itself.
I look forward to it. For now, though, I'll be leaving and then going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yep, see ya.
Technically.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.